Okay, I thought I'd start in the cockpit. So if you guys have been watching my videos, you'll know that I have certain feelings about JPI. Well, I think I might have been wrong. It's here, it's all working. Now I need to go through and fine tune it to match the operating parameters of the Rotax. But there it is. Now, once it's actually finished, up here I'll have my attack and manifold pressure as soon as I get the map sensor, which will be eventually. But anyway, so I wanted to show you that and the AV30 and everything else. Okay, so let's start out here. Let's start with my air filter. So I posted on Facebook, hey, what do you guys use? Got a lot of different comments. It came down to it, I really had to stick with this one, this K&N, because it's the only one that fit. I like the cones better, but this one fit. So speaking of fit, I came in the other day when I came to put these on, and I struggled. It's like, okay, there's like no space here. How am I gonna make this happen? And I looked at all kinds of different ways, and I was trying to force it, and I stood back and I thought, oh, you idiot, just take the intake off. So I did, intake off, air filter on, put it back on in it, and it's all happy. So I'm sure I'm the only one who's ever faced that quandary. So last couple of videos, I had a lot of comments talking about needing to put shielding or something around the coolant lines here. So this is my solution. It's a rigid shielding. I kind of formed it around here. I'm gonna sit with it and see what I think. Yeah, I think I'm happy with it, but I don't know. I'll sleep on it. Now this one I put around the exhaust because I wanted to shield the backside here and the fiberglass here. Once I got this all put on, I thought, oh, you idiot, I need to put an air gap. So I'm gonna take it off again and put something in here to create an air gap between the shield and the exhaust and the muffler, because what I have here is not a shield, it's a heat sink. So, I mean, it's not terrible, but it's not the final solution. I, a couple of days ago, took my exhaust off because when I put it on, I hadn't put the anti-seize in here. So I got that taken care of. Got all my probe wires bundled up. I think they'll work like they're at, where they're at. Live with that. Let's see, the prop. It was my intention to get the prop hung on here this weekend, but not happened. Got the new hardware from Warp Drive, the longer bolts, so I can get to it. I got 100% of the lines plumbed, all the fuel, the oil, and the coolant. And then yesterday, and I'll get to that. Yesterday, I mounted the gascolator. Chris and I looked at this and tried to come up with different places to put it, and it really kind of works here. I've got to do some more shielding, but some rearranging of the lines back here. But yeah. That's the best of some bad options for the gascolator. Again, more wire bundling up here. Okay, so yesterday I put go-go juice in this thing because I wanted to check for leaks in the fuel lines. I had two fuel lines I wasn't happy with. Past couple weeks, I've not been happy with them. So guess which two were leaking? So I changed those out, and I'm happier now. Now I changed one of them out. This one here, I don't know what I was thinking or not thinking or whatever the problem was. So I'm gonna have to have this one made. So it's a flexible braided. So I'm gonna I'll find someone who can make me that line. This morning, I spent an hour diagnosing a problem with this contactor and decided, well, it's bad. Took it out, replaced it with a new one, and then realized mid putting the new one in, I was testing it the wrong way. So the old one I spent an hour taking out was just fine. Again, I'm sure nobody else has ever done that. Let's see, I got the shielding, I got the fuel lines. Here's my special JPI tack sensor. Speaking of JPI, I know I've complained about their customer service and other people have too. I called them yesterday because the specs for the fuel pressure sensor is 3-wire. Well, this is a VDO that they sent me, and it's only 2-wire. There wasn't a place in the book that said how I'm supposed to tie this in to the wiring harness. The guy I talked to was incredible. He said, oh yeah, there's a typo on page 45, 46, I don't remember now. He researched it, God, I can't talk, and called me back. Told me how to do it, and it was fine, works great. So, I think that's it. Landing lights, again, Chris Lambert, looking at his 4, he's got his landing lights here, which is really where I want to put them. And I've mentioned this previously, but I didn't want to put a hole in the fabric. I wasn't sure how to get the wires there. So in his, he showed me where he'd run them down the spar, and he said he used fish tape to go get it. And it's like, okay, that's great. I need to order the wiring for it. Well, if you rewind several videos ago, I mentioned that I had pre-wired for my landing lights. I already had the wiring in the wings. It's like I've gotten too close to this project too many times. I'm forgetting things. So anyway, that's it. I've made huge progress, huge progress. I was hoping to start it next weekend. I'm not going to be there yet. Anyway, hope you guys are having a great 4th. Be safe, stay cool. Talk to you later.